Hi everyone, Sarah Strauss here with The Place to Mortgage, and today I'm coming live at you from our Innisfil office, and I just wanted to come on and chat a little bit about Lendease Direct. So some of you may or may not know that I have been involved with Lendease Direct now for about a year and a half. As their regional vice president for Western Canada. And so what that means is I help represent them out here in the West to secure or to run their operations out here. And so everybody, people have kind of asked me here and there, what is Lendease Direct? And we also have a seminar coming up tonight in Innisfil, so at the Innisfil Library. And we are going to be clarifying some of those questions. We've got the president and the vice president flying in from Toronto today. So we're really excited to have them here to answer all of those questions as well. And I hope if you haven't registered and you can come out tonight to the Innisfil office, that you'll join us. It's not the Innisfil office, sorry, we moved it to the library because we had too many people register. And so we moved it to the library, and I hope you'll join us if you can. And they're coming out to tell you all about the corporation and that sort of thing. And so what Lendease Direct is it's a mortgage investment corporation. And we don't often hear that term very often. It's a type of investment that you can contribute to. Sorry, that phone ringing there. And so what Mortgage Investment Corporation is we take a pool of funds and from all the investors, it all goes together in a big pool, and then we lend that out on mortgages. It could be first mortgages or second mortgages, for whatever reason that those clients that we're lending the money out to, they cannot qualify for a traditional loan for whatever reason. It might be some credit difficulties, it might be that they're newly self-employed, or a variety of reasons why they can't get a traditional loan, so they'll get what we call an alternative loan or a private loan from Lendease Direct. We're very careful though and quite stringent on our underwriting guidelines, to make sure that we are always protecting the best interests of our investors, and we'll talk about that tonight as well. But one thing that's been getting a lot of talk is that we do pay a fixed rate of return of 8% to our investors. So last year, about a year and a half ago, I said I got involved in this. I had quite a few clients, invest some of their money into it. And I've been getting quite a few messages this last week saying, I just got my statement and my other investments that I didn't move over to you. They sure decreased and we've lost so much money. I wish we would have moved more over to you. And so that's really crappy for those people, but it makes me feel really good about what we're doing over here at Lendease. The magical part about that and why we can pay a fixed rate of return is that we're not dictated by where the markets are going or how that stock market's performing or anything like that. We are dictated based on the real estate market, yes, by our own underwriting guidelines, and by securing properties for clients, in a position where we can give back to our investors after that. So in that regard, lots of people might think that a mortgage investment corporation or a MIC is risky. And I think that concept or that understanding comes from the fact that they just don't understand how they work. And yes, there certainly have been some, ones that have gone under in the day. It could be possibly poor management or bad underwriting guidelines. But this is not a situation where we're lending money like what happened in the States before the downturn. We're not, we're very careful that we keep a lot of equity available in the properties. I like to think about it as this, what could cause me, as I'm personally heavily involved in Lendease as well, what could cause me to lose my money that I've invested in Lendease? And I think about it, if I think that a pool of all of our funds, and that pool is all together, and we're lending those mortgages out across Canada, my money's not dependent on one borrower or on one, home or one market. My risk is spread out between, our multiple borrowers in markets all across Canada. So what's going to happen for me to lose my money? Well, first of all, Lendease always ensures we keep a lot of equity in our property. Our property. So never more than 80% loan to value, meaning there's always 20% equity. And if we're lending that high, if there's going to be only 20% equity, that client's got to be a very good client. We've got to have a great exit strategy, and we've got to have, they've got to have good credit, that sort of thing. I would say on average, maybe 70% loan to value, even lower than that. So we're keeping a lot of equity in these properties at all times. So what's going to cause a mass amount of borrowers to walk away from their loans would be, they'd have to walk away, for whatever reason, the multitude of those borrowers, but we'd also have to be in a position where we can't then sell that property in order to get the money back. My only concept of how I can see that happening would be as our real estate market across Canada is going to have to dip by, 30% for that to happen. If the real estate market across Canada dips by 30%, I think that our RSPs, our TFSAs, our stock market, everything else is going down too. And that's what makes me feel comfortable investing in Lendease. Of course, you as a client or potential investor, you have to have your own comfort as well. But that's my perspective on it. I'd like you to come out tonight, if you can, to our info seminar. And ask your own questions and see if investing in Lendease might be good for you. You can transfer if you've got current RSPs, if you've got current RESPs, if you're a government worker and you've got a pension, or any worker that has a pension, you can transfer that over. There's lots of options, to be able to keep it registered in a registered account, and you can just give cash as well. And so, yeah, we do pay a fixed rate of return, 8% annually, and we pay it out monthly, or you can let it keep building in the investment. But I encourage you, come out tonight, see if it might be right for you. If you've got RSPs, you've got a TFSA, anything like that, if you have any sort of investment currently, then you should do your due diligence and come out and see what else is available there. And if it fits with you and you think it's something within your horizons, maybe, I don't know, and you think you'd like to, dip your toes into Lendease, then we'd be happy to bring you on as an investor. So tonight, Innisfil Library, 7 o'clock. Love to see you there. If you're not local and you can't attend, I am happy to do a Zoom presentation for anybody, or a private phone call and answer any questions you might have. We do those all the time as well. So have a great day, everybody, and I look forward to seeing a lot of you tonight.